Why
You're
are you
doing
shaking
great.
your head then? That's normally, to normal humans, a sign of disdain or disapproval. What does it mean
my
to you?
neutral face is shaking my head and sighing.
That was your happy face?
I didn't say happy.
What once was is no more. The field ward of the once great city of Waterdeep is now known as the Hate. The Dave will dub in the words, what it means here.
What?
What was once a temple of worship is now a den of sin. What? How can I always be interrupted?
I don't think Naomi's going to let you get away with that.
I don't know.
You asked for an interruption.
Yeah, did I want an interruption?
You said you'll be dubbed over later, but we have to know what it is now. At least tell us what the thing that you want dubbed over is.
Imagination, Thomas. It is a game of imagination.
It's a
can't
game of
spell everything out for
preparation.
you. Of information, that is true. Well, let me get to it.
Don't we have to imagine the same thing? Because I am not on the same page as anyone right now. I have no fucking idea what's going on.
Look, I like to start with kind of a mysterious jumble of words, and then the clarity emerges in your minds.
Okay.
It's not
I
emerging.
think what you were thinking of is the Hate, which is the Helm's Aid Tenement Edict, which is the public money that came through the city to revitalize the field ward as emergency housing after the fire.
Yeah, but just dub that into the space where I left it.
No,
earlier.
I'm not going to do that. This is your job.
You're not doing work, and then you're asking other people to do more work later to put words. Do you understand?
While spending a lot of time yelling at that same person for interjecting.
Oh my god.
We're all communicating. Are we ready to proceed?
From the top.
You're ready to proceed. Do you want some time in like a garage with a pen?
Oh, man. I wish I had a garage.
There are people joining the chat right now going, what did I miss? And the answer is fucking nothing. You have missed nothing. Nothing has happened yet on this stream.
That's true.
We've been getting into it. Been feeling it. We're feeling it. Okay. What?
Just from the top.
I've got a pen. I've got a pen. I've got a paper.
Pen, paper.
I'm in a garage. I'm in a calm garage. What once was is no more. The field ward of the once great city of Waterdeep is not called what it was. It's called something different.
Helm's Aid Tenement Edict.
Very good dubbing.
Was that so hard?
What was once a temple of worship is now a den of sin. The once mighty temple of Helm laid low by what some would call neglect, while others would call it need. And standing in an alley besides this once great temple, next to its ruined edifice, are none other than members of the Gribbits Detective Agency. Bugbear, Trinessa, Little Goblin, Dipshit, Very Good Dog Person, Charlie Good Boy, and Dave, I need more positivity in your face, please. And Vinegar Pims, who ventured here in search of the missing wife of one Dolph Chadwick Smith, long lost twin flame of Trinessa. But alack, their erstwhile client has disappeared, vanishing as soon as there were thugs to be seen and fought. Where is Dolph Chadwick Smith? Where is the wife that he has? Where is their friend Dipshit, who disappeared halfway through last episode to do a podcast? Find out right now in the episode that is beginning. Guys, you guys are all bent over like I'm doing a bad job.
No, you're doing it. We're with you all the way. Can I ask a question? Is a twin flame like a bugbear thing?
I think so, yes.
No, it's a TikTok thing.
Is it a TikTok thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
Guys, I can't explain everything to you.
I just got
You
confused.
literally connect
Explain to
the
your
internet
three
for
dads
once?
what TikTok is.
Fuck's sake.
I just got confused because I assumed that Eden had come up with the phrase twin flame, and the idea that Eden was across TikTok vernacular is like a bridge too fucking far for me. So you called it a
no,
twin flame.
I'm
no.
not.
Yeah, I
I'm
called
not.
it a twin flame. Eden called it a star twin when
Star
he
twin.
practiced that like 10 minutes ago before we were
Mhm.
streaming.
Mhm.
So that's probably what you're thinking of.
And what's a star twin, Eden?
It's kind of like a twin frame, but you need
What's
to
a
look
twin
at
frame? This is a third idea.
a twin frame. That's when
Now, guys,
it's
let's
like
not do what we
duetting,
did
but
last
different.
episode where we ganged up on Eden and made him feel super duper bad.
But then
and
it
we
ended up okay in the
all-
end. So I'm here for it, guys.
I
Just
mean, it
gang
didn't end
up.
up that okay.
Get it all up. It didn't end up that okay. Oh.
It could have been more okay.
It could have
But
ended
all I'm
up
saying
like,
is let's not do this.
No, let's from now on be the nice
where
D&D.
is the wife that he has?
Erstwhile.
Sorry,
This
I
is
just
the
saw that
question.
Naomi posted that in the chat.
This is. Hey, don't be chatting. If you got something to say, Naomi, you say it to my face via camera. All
I
right.
said it already. Where is the wife that he has? I'd love to know.
Well, that's what we're here to find out. Because
Okay.
the Gribbits Detective Agency, having just beaten up some thugs, have come to their senses.
Been
in this
attacked
alleyway.
by some thugs.
Well, you know, I'm sure they would also see it that way. They would see it that they attacked you. Yeah, that's
Okay.
how they would see it.
So we're agreed.
So here you are.
To try for shades of grey when he doesn't even have paint on his brush.
What a beautiful metaphor. Just really destroying my any artistic ability I had. Thank you, Tom. So you're standing in an alleyway next to this broken down, busted down temple when who should appear but sweet Dipshit? Dipshit. Where have you been? What do you say to your friends?
I thought about it and I wanted to apologize for losing myself before. I understand that I can be a bit of a drag, but I'd love to re-engage in a social situation if you'd let me.
Ugh. It would have been better if you didn't say that. If you just said, hey. Do you
Okay.
understand?
Dipshit turns a slow 360.
No.
Hey,
no,
no,
Dipshit.
no, Dipshit, come back. Welcome back. It's good.
No,
He's not
no,
going
no,
anywhere. He
a
turned a 360.
Oh my god, the one person in STEM, finally. turns around his what? Turns a 360 degrees. And once the rotation is complete,
Obviously,
just goes,
Charlie was saying it halfway through the 360. So like,
He's coaxing him back like a errant clock.
right. Okay, Dipshit's there and they say, hi.
Hey, that's
great.
Much better. That's a great.
that's awesome. That's so
Well
you're doing
done.
so good. So good.
Thank you.
Very, very normal stuff.
It's good that you're back. You're not going to
Thank you.
believe this, but Chadwick Smith has disappeared.
I mean, this was obviously shady from the get-go.
I think he
We
probably
don't-
just got lost.
No, no.
Okay.
He disappeared the moment that they attacked us. So we have to assume that he's up to no good. Surely.
Or he's scared of being attacked.
Well, we're all scared of being attacked. We were attacked. We were
Being
in
attacked.
Yeah,
is
but
one
we
of the
can handle
scariest
ourselves. Dolph
Yeah, I wasn't scared
he's-
at all.
He's not a violent guy. So he's, he's a bit of a pacifist. So he's he probably stood back. But we probably should figure out where he went. I guess I wouldn't read
Probably
too
to-
much into it. But we
Well,
did a
probably
good
to kill
job.
him. Probably to stab another wife.
Okay, that's grim, Charlie. You
Look,
sure?
I'm just putting two and two together. Like I'm no detective. I guess I'm a detective, but yeah. I mean, chances
You're not
are,
a detective?
I am a detective.
We try not to say that in front of the clients, okay? So just get that under
obviously not-
control.
He's not here.
We
so
don't
what's
know
the
that. He might be
problem?
hiding, Charlie. He might be here right now. I do a perception check to see if he's hiding somewhere in the alleyway.
Make some perceptions,
I'm
Dave.
going to make one perception, and it's going to be a really good perception.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to make it right now.
Let's see about that. Let's see what you
Do you
perceive.
perceive?
I got an 11. So I perceive one better than an average person, slightly better.
You can't see Dolph Chadwick Smith, but you do see that further down the alleyway into the darkness, it looks like there is a doorway.
Well, they probably just ran through there, didn't he? That doorway. Why don't you go, Charlie, and see if it's locked or some bullshit? And I'm going to search these corpses. Dipshit, you want to help me?
Oh man, it would be an honor.
You want to rob
Yeah,
some
let's
dead-
get in some pockets.
I'm just gonna grab all the bowler hats as I walk past them to the door.
Okay, you're gonna stack them up and put them on
Yeah.
your head in a big
Put
tall pile of bowler hats.
Yeah. How many were there? 3 or 2?
There was 3.
So I've got
Three.
4 bowler hats now.
Well, maybe
Okay.
do you want to spread the wealth out? Because then we could all be gents.
Oh, do you guys like hats? Sure.
You
Yeah,
said
I
that-
feel like the people who were here actually doing the work should get the hats, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I know. I frisbee one on top of everyone's head.
Okay.
I think also there's
Attack
a moment
roll.
here. Okay.
Attack?
Hat attack?
Hat attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, we have 4
Um,
hats.
Okay. On the bodies
Okay.
of the gents.
Is that
you
an unarmed
find-
strike?
It's kind of like.
Yeah.
I can.
Those-
It's
do you remember
improvised
the-
weapon, right?
Do you remember those vines that were
dexterity?
like
It's a 16.
little kids doing fedora stunts?
That's
It's kind of
one
like
hit.
that.
Nice. Great.
Everybody has a
Dipshit, you
hat.
get easily.
Anyway, I
'cause
tried
you've
the
got a
door.
small head.
I'd say, by the way, as we're looting the bodies, I think there's a moment where Dipshit realizes that the people are dead and not knocked out, and they freeze up just for a second and then frantically try and keep their cool.
Oh yeah, dipshit.
Just to,
While you're in there rummaging in there, son, if you could just get me a few of my daggers. I think I've still got one stuck through his neck.
well, I'll just check all over the body for daggers, as is my usual thing I do in this
That's
kind of
detective
situation.
It's right there in the neck. I don't know why you're looking around the body. I can see it from where I'm standing, under the chin, inside the lateral artery.
Oh yeah, the artery.
It's going to be a spurter now. It's going to be a spurter. So you're going to need to pull it quick and step back.
Okay. And Dipshit, they pull the dagger out of the neck. And does it spurt?
Oh.
Yeah, you get a little blood on your up your nostril.
No, I don't. No, I roll
Yeah,
I roll to evade.
Yeah.
What is that? Dexterity?
No, the
What?
blood's
What do you
in your
want?
brain now. It's in your nasal
No, what
cavity.
check is that? No.
Yes,
Dexterity?
That's
What
got
do
to
you
be
want?
a
Try and
check.
dodge.
That's
You can try
I
and
got
dodge the-
told that I had to step back quickly, and Dipshit has +5 dexterity. I think
Okay.
that I have a chance.
Roll a dex check. You can roll a dex check. Go for it.
That's a 13 +5, 18.
Oh, okay. It doesn't go up your nose, but it's perilously close. You pull back and you see the drop of blood go.
Okay, I'm back.
Crisis
into the neck.
averted.
Right.
Crisis averted. Wait, you don't like blood? Dipshit doesn't like blood?
Dipshit didn't realize that they were going to be friends with murderers, I think.
Oh.
no.
Because the
Okay,
last
well-
job that we did was go to investigate a graveyard.
give me the dagger, dipshit. You're a good kid. You're a good kid. Come here. Come here.
Okay.
I'm glad that you've joined this agency, and I can see that we're going to do great things together. That you just remember that we're your friends, your only friends, and when we're on a mission, if you leave again, like you done just now, we're going to have to come find you. And if we come find you, we're going to be very disappointed. Am I making myself clear, dipshit?
Yeah, very clear.
Okay,
This
give me
just
my
get
accent
dagger.
now, Dave, is on par with Liam Neeson trying to do an American accent.
I am just
Dipshit looks like
grimacing.
they're about to pass the fuck out.
Yeah, Dipshit's head is somehow swelling. The top of their very bulbous head.
Okay, so I pat them on the head, take the daggers, and put them back in my holsters.
Mhm.
Where is Dolph? I would love to go. If you guys are done ransacking these bodies, I would love to move on.
Well,
You
Simon
can't
was
see
going to the
Dolph.
door, right?
Dolph is missing.
Yeah, okay, so can we go find him?
Yeah,
he's
you can
probably
look around.
he probably got chased down by another of the bowler cunts, and he he could be hurt.
He could be hurt. You
Mm.
guys got ambushed kind of at the head of this alleyway. It extends some kind of 20 feet down
Okay.
towards this doorway.
Should we
Did you want to
towards
go
this
that way?
doorway?
Yeah.
Did
So I'm
we
trying
get
the
to
door.
search
Is the
the
door
bodies
open?
as well? Did we get to search
yeah.
the bodies?
You get 20 silver pieces.
Nice. That's such the DM's thing that they say when they don't want to deal with this shit. But I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
1 million pounds of something
Sterling.
sterling.
By the
silver
way, guys, I've
pieces.
been thinking we should start taking like down payments from people who ask us to investigate things before we go out of our way and murder a bunch of people.
It's your friend.
Do you think?
Yeah,
he's not
no,
going
not
to,
him. No, not him. I'm just saying, like.
Do you
it's
think he's
happened
not
in the
going to
past.
pay us, Trinessa? Is that what you're trying to say?
He might be dead.
I was
In which
wondering,
case-
because I don't feel as connected, should I be arranging this via like an invoice, or am I like on a payroll that I don't know about?
I'm putting it away for your education.
We could just
okay.
we'll discuss it later. I wouldn't stress about it. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
You've been logging all your hours, right?
Yeah.
You got to log your hours. You can't do that. You can't do that shit after the fact. If you haven't put in a timesheet, there's no way we can pay you. You understand that? That would be
Yeah, no
fraud.
worries. No, I've
So-
definitely got the. No, it's fine. I've
And in
definitely
fact,
logged the
if you
hours.
haven't done a timesheet, then it's even worse. It would basically mean you owe us for admin costs and such. So
What's a timesheet?
Let's just not worry about it then. I guess I can just, we're all friends. Why formalize stuff?
Thank you. It's just if we go that way, and then it can get messy, and there's negotiations and
Well,
stuff.
why don't we
Are you
look
much
for
of a
this guy who
negotiator,
murdered
dipshit?
his wife or
Okay.
whatever? No.
Okay, so just
You
if you
head-
ever want to have that conversation, you come to me. We'll sit down. We'll have a great chat. All right. Thank you, dipshit. Okay, can we head towards the door? Are you guys done
You
with the dead bodies?
Door time.
door time.
Door time.
That's a great catchphrase.
It's Dipshit's
Keep-
got a catchphrase.
Dipshit walks towards the door, but they're moving their arms and legs at the same time. Like they're moving the right arm and the right leg. Like they've forgotten how to walk. So desperate to seem cool as they've had their employment and their life threatened both at once. And they make their way to the door and just try and open it.
It is indeed door time as you pull up to a heavy wooden door bound by iron, and you can see this is a side entrance, obviously not the main door of the temple, but there's a little slidey eye hole thing in the door.
Okay,
I would
but
like
that's
to
on-
slide open the eye hole.
No, you can only slide it. It's from for the outside from looking outside.
It's on
from
their
inside.
side.
Did the door open?
No, you haven't tried to open the fucking door. Jesus Christ.
I thought Dipshit opened it. Okay, I'd like to roll a door check.
How you finding
I think
D&D,
I-
Naomi?
I think I did say dipshit tries to open the door.
Oh, okay, sorry. I missed that. I was just lost in.
You were lost in
The door
describing
has
the door.
with such a beautiful pattern.
Phil agreed. Okay, dipshit, you try and open the door. The door is locked. You notice that it's got a little slidey boy in it.
Okay.
Knock, knock, knock. Move out of the way, dipshit.
Okay.
How'd you know the password? And it opens up.
Hey.
And you see an open a chamber opens inside a large kind of vaulted hall, and a man in a bowler hat, gruff, with one eye, but he doesn't have a patch, so you get to see like the weird hole in his eye. He opens up the door and says, "Enter."
Thank you.
Thanks.
Don't mind if I do.
Cheers.
Top of the morning.
Because you've all got your little bowler hats on, which is
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Oh, right.
Which is all gorgeous.
And that's literally all they need. So the fact that we are a bugbear, a tiny goblin, and dressed presumably in our own clothes, the bowler hats are all we need.
Well, yeah, but you knew the password as well, which is shocking. Which just happened
Which
to
was
be.
knock, 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 or was it move out of
No,
the
it
way,
was-
dipshit?
That's well, you don't know, but you have your suspicions. And sitting on, you hear stepping out from. There's kind of like a low dais. Dais?
Mm-hmm.
DAIS? Dais?
I don't know what that is either way.
It's like a stage. It's like a
Simon,
stage.
could you tilt your camera down just a little bit? Sorry, this
Nope.
is... Nope.
No,
Nope.
No,
definitely not.
Hey.
Was that
What's the
getting you?
problem?
Greg?
Yeah,
It was
my
getting
guy.
me. I have a brain condition, and it was upsetting me so much. It was going to cause problems with concentration. So no,
Yeah.
all right. That's made me very upset. Sorry. Yes,
Okay.
I'm sorry for interrupting the flow for the podcast. This is diminishing returns, but I'm glad that we're having some fun now. But we're going to fix it, and at the end of this, it's going to be fixed. That makes me happy.
Simon,
Simon, stop mucking around.
I am an empath. Now you're going to be stressing me out as well because I'm going to
Oh.
be taking on all of Dave's feelings.
I'm also an empath. We're
I
all
love-
empaths here.
I've very rarely heard someone say they're an empath quietly. I'll say that for people who say that they're empaths.
Fuck up, dude.
empaths-
It's often something that kind of recenters the attention on the person who's an empath. You know,
Yeah, exactly. They're here to feel for you, but they really fucking want to be heard.
I'm
it actually is
distressed.
worse. It actually is worse for the empath because they're feeling what they're feeling and what you're feeling.
What the-
Exactly. I'm
It's
trying
hard.
to fix it. It's really, really stressful.
Stepping from behind a very tall throne. Remember where you are? You're inside what used to be the Temple of Helm. And you see as you step
Like
in.
a church?
Yeah, like a church. Church, temple. Yeah. That's
Okay.
similar. Yeah. Big hall, but inside it's kind of trashed. Let's say it's trashed. There's kind of like all pews have been broken up and turned into campfires. They've been pushed together and turned into beds. There's kind of like a tent city set up inside this temple.
Are there priests of Helm walking around, or
No, all you see is as you step through the door, a few people don't take a lot of notice of you, but there is probably a dozen or more gents in here who kind of look at you, and they actually all turn to look at you as a figure steps from behind the throne and speaks.
this church has a throne?
Yeah, it's got like a throne, like
very high
you know,
And a dais?
yeah. The throne is,
Ostentatious high priest, much?
yeah, the throne is on the dais, and there's there's an armoire there as well, and a shelf.
Oh my god. Okay, so this is like
Yep.
Sims luxury housing.
yeah.
It Sims luxury housing, but also with camping in the other part of the church.
You're right. Okay. They've spent all their money on like the northern aspect of their house, not so much on the southern.
Well, it looks like it's been. It looks like it's been repurposed. Or it looks like a lot of the fancy kind of furniture that's on the stage wasn't there. It looks like it's been taken from other places.
Oh, someone's put a throne. Oh, okay, that makes sense. And the figure stepped out. That's probably
Yes.
important. Let's look at them.
Yeah. Now, what does the figure look like, I wonder?
They look very tall and thin, with a balding head, no hair on top, and kind of a scraggly long beard. And you notice he's also wearing a suit, which is very well tailored, but which looks rather worse for wear.
And
Oh
then
my
not wearing
god,
a
what's
bowler hat.
happened to RuPaul?
He's not wearing a bowler hat, no. And he says, well, what do we have here? A few street urchins tumbled into my abode. Ah, and you knew the password too. Yes. Rather more than street urchins, it seems. What can I do to help you all?
So he's worked out that we're not gents.
Yeah, he's kind of seen through it. Well, he's seen that you're a dog person and a man and a bugbear and a goblin just with bowler hats on.
So are all the gents humans? So it's
There's
not a very
kind
diverse
of-
club.
It's mostly humans. Most
Okay.
of the main population in Waterdeep was humans, but there's a dwarf here or there. There's a halfling. You see a tiefling maybe down the other end, but tiefling are like red. They're red and they've got horns. They're like demon people. If you didn't
Yeah.
know.
Hey, hello, my guy. We have
Hello.
lost our friend in here. So sorry if we've interrupted anything, but we are looking for another bugbear. Where I know my own race.
A bug bee.
we are kind of worried about his safety at this point. So this is kind of like a search and rescue.
Yeah, we're not trying to start anything. You understand? We were accosted outside by I think some of your men, but we have no quarrel.
Accosted. Darren, would you go check on Billy and Kyle?
Well, they were fine. They were fine when we left them.
They're fine.
You know what? They were fine, but they were also talking like they wanted that they were maybe going to start a fight with a guy outside, and he looked rough when we left.
Yeah, and it felt fine to touch them.
Yeah, they're very sleepy and bleedy when they sounded very bleedy and sleepy, so they might be sleeping and bleeding.
You've killed them,
outside.
have you?
No, we haven't.
My God.
We haven't killed them, but
I did not kill them.
Well, you can try and deceive him. Go ahead. Make a deception check.
Is that me?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because Dipshit's just being honest.
I roll a little deception check, and I got a 10, which is absolutely average. So middle of the line.
You will forgive me if I don't believe you and get Darren to go check on my associates.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
My friend Charlie knows where they are. He can go with Darren, so he'll.
Darren steps out the door.
Do you want me to kill him?
Yeah, what, Charlie?
Are you sending me with him to kill him?
Do you want to just No, obviously not.
Well, why are you sending me away then?
No, never mind, Charlie.
I just thought to kill him.
You can stop saying that, please, Charlie.
Okay, do I still go or you want me to stay?
No,
Darren pokes his head back in the door and says, "Dead, both dead."
Well, I am shocked.
Dead funny.
Well,
we
yes,
overheard.
Who could have done
their
this?
Conversation, and my God, were they cracking us up? Right, Darren?
That's so crazy. They were so full of life and their own people.
These are definitely not their hats.
Seize them all.
Maybe you shouldn't have said anything, Vinegar. That's fine.
Well, maybe I should, if it helped a little bit. I felt like I was flying blind there, and I was doing the best that I could. And there's
maybe we should have got rid of the bodies.
Saying, "Oh,
instead
we
of
were
leaving them in
attacked
an
by
aisle."
some of your men, and we're wearing their hats now."
How many
Would
of them
you-
are coming around us? Are they holding onto us already, or are we?
Well, there's more than a dozen rough-looking people, and they're kind of encroaching you and says, "Please, there's no need for more hostilities. Why don't you take a seat and we can talk?"
I'm happy to sit.
Charlie just sits straight down on the floor where he is.
Okay, good.
Aw.
I don't know why Dipshit for me does have more of the energy of a noir detective than any of the rest of my characters, and that's really credit to you, Tom, and a damning indictment on the rest of us.
Mhm.
Listen, Dipshit, they just want to get through this, and they don't want to see people killed.
They
And
don't
have
want
a
no
strong
trouble.
grasp of the genre.
They
Mine
don't-
is because of there's no women allowed or something, whatever you want to. So I take a seat opposite the throne.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I'll sit in the throne then.
Don't
Well, I
sit
thought he was
on my
sitting in
chair.
the throne.
I didn't invite you onto my dais. Obviously, this is my room that I've set up.
Where do you
That's
want
a
to?
huge misread of the situation. Even Dipshit knows that.
Just sit
Fucking
down on.
idiot.
Just you can sit on the steps, sit on the floor. pull up
Dipshit
a
starts
pew.
edging towards the throne also.
Don't stop that.
Oh,
Don't make me actually seize you or
All right, all
command
right.
them to do.
Now, Vinegar, as he's doing that, he's just quickly looking to see if there's anything on the throne that he can sort of slip or, grab, or like sleight of hand style.
It doesn't look like there's much. It looks like people are living a very ramshackle existence here. It looks like this is the nicest furniture that they've taken from nearby houses which were formerly great. And otherwise furniture is being broken up and burnt for cooking fires in the corners.
Okay, he backs up.
As
Yeah.
Trinessa goes and grabs a chair to pull up, I want to peek around the corner and just see if I can see Dolph.
There's no. You can make a perception check. Actually, see what you can see.
I wonder what's gonna happen.
I wonder what will happen.
No, go ahead.
There might be other things.
Perception.
What'd you get?
18.
Okay. You don't see Dolph Chadwick Smith, but you do see. You can see a corridor that leads down to a room behind the throne room, but you can't see much further than that. And you pull up a pew.
A whole pew.
A whole pew. Well, Trinessa's very strong.
Easy, cunt.
Easy.
You can sit. Hey, Vinegar, I know you can't handle carrying a whole pew, so you can sit next to me if you want.
Thank you, Trinessa.
Dipshit is already on the other side of Trinessa.
I guess Vinegar is sitting in the middle.
Charlie Goodboy, you're still by the
Still on the
door.
floor.
Darren kind of shuffles you a little bit with his foot because he needs to get the door closed.
All right.
Okay. He's over by the door.
Aww.
Watsumi, the guy on stage looks at you and says, won't you be joining us? Please, let's all sit together and talk.
Okay.
This must be a record amount of time for from please sit being said to all the party being seated.
No, not really. This podcast, Tom, is a mess. I don't know if you... Yeah, no, this is pretty par for the course.
Things take as long as they need to take.
Mm-hmm.
Says the man on stage. That's just a thought that I had. Now that we've all sit down, what brings you to the hate?
So, as I said, we have lost a friend of ours, and we are looking for him. We're worried about his safety. His wife has also gone missing, which was originally what we were trying to find out.
We're looking for
where
this
she
guy
went.
that killed his wife.
That's not...
And the wife's corpse.
And we think maybe he was attacked by one of your men because we found a bowler hat with that smelt funky, and it was there in the crime scene. We don't think that we don't think that person did anything wrong. Maybe they were stopping a wife killer. Maybe we like that person, but I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Yes, never mind.
What's that?
Never mind.
You don't have to talk about the smell. Vinegar, you don't have to talk about the smell.
Well, aren't you a bunch of clever little detectives?
Thank
finding
you.
a hat and thinking, oh, perhaps the gents will be responsible for that. Haven't you ever thought that other people might have hats?
It's just that this is like exactly the same hat as you guys wear, and like someone could have totally stolen it or something like that. But it's clearly from this district, so we thought, better to also check on the safety of your men because, if someone had taken a hat, then you would have to worry about what had happened to the person who owned the hat originally. You know what I mean?
Well, that is very kind of you to be so concerned of my men. Now, tell me, how did you have to come to have such a caring heart to come all the way up here from, by the looks of your dress, somewhere much more well-to-do in the city to take care of us downtrodden folks up here?
You say you think it's weird that a bugbear would have a conscience or any kind of be socially justice-minded.
Don't try and turn this on me. I'm clearly living in a rundown church here, all right?
It's a weird thing to say.
Well,
you're surprised that the bugbear...
Vinegar, please. As a bugbear, I kind of understand,
okay, this is
judged
not a
by
racial
people.
thing. This is a socioeconomic thing. I just want to clear that.
All right, Bernie.
I'm
How can you divorce
working-class
socioeconomics
goblin.
to race? Come on.
Okay,
Wow,
look,
that
I
is-
understand being, judged.
Do we
on
want
what you
to?
look
Do we
like.
want to say the name of the guy we're looking for, just to start things off?
He's a bugbear also. His name is Dolph.
Well, look, having been in this room for some time, and that door you came through being the only entrance, I haven't seen your friend.
But do you know his shop? Because somebody broke into his shop.
These
block and tackle
sound
shot?
like things which are not my fucking problem, okay? I'm trying to run,
Absolutely.
obviously, an organization here. Yes? Okay?
A gang?
I've dealt with a lot of people's problems a lot of the time, and you wandering in here looking for a hat and a lost wife and killing my
No,
gods.
we had the hat. I'm sorry, I've interrupted. We had a hat. We weren't looking for a hat.
We had a stinky hat that smells like you guys.
Or
Hey,
the
Dipshit,
area.
was that worth interrupting for?
I feel like it actually recenters the discussion.
He's not wrong.
Well, like we do have a reason to be here. I'm just saying. I know I'm.
Right.
You
and
guys
the
are
reason-
murderers, clearly, and we're looking for someone who's murdered.
Where's
guys
that
are the
social
you
anxiety
can't
when you
be
need
coming-
it?
Now listen. I have spent years in the servitude of
Running a
the
gang,
great.
yes.
Pardon me?
Hmm?
I'm getting interrupted quite a lot
Hey,
here.
Charlie, let
we're
the bad
heavily
man
surrounded.
do his
We're heavily
speech.
surrounded.
You're
Can we
clearly
not be
such a bad
outwardly
guy.
aggressive?
Yeah, like you suck.
I'm
Why
just trying
would
to
we
help.
be nice to you?
Me? You don't even know me. How do you know I suck?
All right,
I might have had a
No,
very.
you
My
can
name's
tell
Vin-
people up by-
My name's Vinegar. What's your name?
My name is Bill.
Come
Bill what?
on.
Bill, I am
Bill
so
what?
sorry.
Well,
about
I'm known
these
in
people.
these parts
Uh-huh.
as Bill the Butler.
Okay.
Okay, why?
That's what they call me. That's what they call me.
Is that why you don't get
I've got
hat?
a whole backstory, but I can't be bothered to telling it to you. I wrote like 6 pages of notes.
I'm Bill.
You did. You did.
Do a flashback. Do a flashback.
Okay, let's
Aiden.
do a flashback now. Ah, here I am being a butler. Ah.
Guys, take a
boy,
look
oh
off.
boy. I love my job. End flashback. Yes. I suppose, well, look, if I'm honest, I thought there would be sort of a repartee where you would ask me questions, but it seems like I'm going to have to monologue about my past and tell it all to you in sort of, well, a monologue.
Bill,
We
how
just
did
asked
you
you
end
why-
up being in charge around here?
Ah, yes. I see. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so we're just going to go now. This was
No,
obvious.
don't go
I mean,
anywhere.
yeah,
I
you,
was-
you have nothing to offer us. We're more
No.
than happy to leave and continue our investigation.
Well, you see, what do you have to offer me in exchange for your lives is the question.
Oh, we can give you these
have
hats back.
20 silver
We have.
coins.
I think
You
that's.
took them. That's the wage. That is the wage of 2 of my men.
Oh, you don't have them on some kind of timesheet system?
No, it's more
big-
of a
big
look,
mistake.
I don't-
Trust me, my guy. You will save a lot of money if
We can
make them
set you
fill out
up with-
timesheets.
We can set you up with some really good accounting practices.
well,
if you'll let us
that's-
live.
They
We
will forget to fill them out, and then you just get free labor. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Well,
ha ha ha.
Let me tell you, I filled out my fair share of timesheets in my day, in my former life, and having left that profession behind, I do not wish to fill in any more timesheets, nor for any of my fellows to have to fill them in again. My days
Oh.
of servitude are over.
Then I
Also,
would
you're
stop
like a
calling
Robin
myself.
Hood type of guy.
I don't know. Yes, I guess.
Aura, and I'm
I
trying to
guess.
flatter. I'm trying to flatter here. Aura, Bill the Butler kind of guy.
Yes, yes.
Why do
Yes,
you call
that's the
yourself
kind
Bill
of-
the Butler if you want to forget your past?
Well, that's what they call
Seems like
me.
a constant reminder.
Look, yes, look. Now that you've pointed that out, you're absolutely right.
Why do
You
you
could
dress
reinvent
like a
yourself.
butler
Charlie-
and make everybody dress like butlers if you're trying to forget that you're
Well,
a butler?
these are all just the clothes that we had. Look, it hasn't been
So it's
easy.
a coincidence.
That you all have the same hats?
I mean, you must have had like a moment as you were putting on Butler's clothes, and someone was like, "Hey, Bill the Butler."
No, I was a butler.
Yeah, but the thing
yeah, no, I'm across that.
and they're all
These are
wearing
the
their own
clothes
clothes,
that
and they all have identical bowler hats. That's a bridge too far. We don't believe you.
You don't. But look, that's kind of a thing that we found we found some back stock, and I thought it'd be kind of a look to tie the gang together.
So it is a gang.
So it is a gang.
Well, look, yes, I guess it is a gang. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
finally, we're all being honest
Which
with
is
each other.
fine, because we're just another gang, and we would just, and I'm so sorry about these three, but we would just love it if we could just keep on walking on, maybe through that corridor behind you, just have a quick peek, make sure our friend isn't in there. Again, we're just concerned about him. We don't want any harm to come to him. Would that be okay?
And as you ask that question, you hear a thump, thump, thump on the door that you just came through, and a familiar voice yells, "Open up, dipshit!" And the door swings open, and stepping through is none other than your mate from the gate, Gareth Davis.
Oh my god.
Gareth! Hello,
Hey,
King!
Vanessa! What is
up,
up?
dude?
Good to see you again. You found the clubhouse. Far out.
We found it. We got here. We just been vibing.
Far.
Yeah, no, you go.
You're both interrupted by Bill the butler, who says, "Can I help you, Gareth? Can I help you? I'm kind of in the middle of something." And Gareth turns to him and he's like, "Oh, yes. Sorry, Trinessa. Sorry. There is something that I need."
He's waded through corpses to walk into this room, but go on.
And you hear, "Oh, there is something that I need to hear you." And then it sounds like it's coming through a loudspeaker.
To hear you?
But you hear coming from outside the temple. Coming from outside the temple.
We're all just weirded out by the fact that he said, "There's something I need to hear you," and you kept going like that was a normal thing to say.
Guys, please, the sound is coming from outside the temple. Please, Eden, continue.
I'm dying.
And yes, Simon, glass houses, obviously.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, guys, after sundown, this temple turns into a hemple, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You hear from outside, Captain. Wait, I need a better voice. Captain Gallus.
Captain.
Captain. Captain. No, it's not Roderick Shaw, but it is a man speaking in his name, and he says, damn it, I'm stuck in Quimby.
I knew it was Quimby. I knew there wasn't a chance in hell it was JFK.
No. You know the famous accent of Diamond Joe Quimby?
Oh my god. Okay.
You hear booming through a huge sound system outside. Captain Garrulus Green of the Waterdeep City Watch, do hereby evict you from this temple, as decreed this day by our returned Lord Sir Roderick Shaw. Come out or be killed. What will happen? Will they come out or will they be killed? Tune in next time to the next episode of the Gribbits Detective Agency, which will be starting in any minute. Please enjoy the ad breaks. See you in a second. Are we going to do the guided meditation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Picture a blank page. Feel the weight of a pencil in your hand. Press it gently to the paper. Feel the friction. As you write the spiel you were supposed to write at least 30 minutes ago before now. As the words curl from the lead onto the white space, read them out loud to the literally hundreds of people listening. And open your eyes.